Here are some of my favorite approaches to making teeth and jaws. You're going to have a coil that represents your lip line, okay? You can do the tapered coils to make pointy teeth, like up here. So I'm just taking the coil and I'm pushing down on one side. If you don't want to roll it, you can take it and kind of pinch it in between your fingers. So really simple, looking like that. And that gives you that. Having it look more like teeth, I'm going to start with a ball of clay. And then I'm going to pinch it in my hand and turn. I'm putting more pressure down here. Kind of helps angle the tooth. And then at the top, I'm just taking my pinky and kind of dabbing it in, and it'll give it a little bit more dimension. All right. So if I have my jaw, you can decide how thick or thin or fat or skinny or flat you want your jawline to be. And then we're going to work a little backwards. So I have all these teeth. I'm going to place them on. This is actually what you're going to see. So if you want to work this way, I think I want some of the teeth crooked. I'll balance the big tooth out. Maybe he's missing a tooth. And then from the back, you're going to come in and smooth. Because you're scoring and slipping this onto your monster body, and this clay, as you can see, is really soft. I'm not worried about adding a whole bunch of slip right now. You can, it's good practice, but kind of just smooth them on. And then there's your teeth. And you can decide if he's smiling. Is it his overbite, underbite, or will you do 2 sets to have an over and under? So you can get the idea of nom, 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 nom. This is a simpler version, or maybe you want this to lay under. So you have your front teeth sticking out and the back teeth kind of more subdued. All I'm doing is taking a piece of clay, flattening it out to the thickness I want. And then I'm cutting zigzags. Zoop, zoop. That will represent your teeth. If you kind of do this down the middle, you'll have 2 sets of teeth to play with. All right, now this. Remember, all these crusties are going to turn sharp after firing. So I'm going to give it some finesse once again. And then that paintbrush really softens them and bevels the edge. And cleans it up. This would be also a neat way to do, like a quick way to do rows of teeth. If your monster had a whole bunch of teeth. But again, you could take this as like, if I'm looking at this as my monster. That's the baseline. Maybe I take some clay, roll a little. Oops. And you can put the jaw on top of that. So we have that, and then this is probably the most realistic looking. All I'm doing, going back to the idea of the claws and the toes, or the nails and the toes, you can shape the teeth however you want. And then make the cavity in the gum line the shape of whatever your tooth is. So mine are a little bit more squared. So I'm just taking my simple pencil and making that cavity. These teeth, I'm just going to take my clay, make it look like a little piece of corn almost. I have some made already that are tinier. Add your slip. Pop the teeth in. That doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to make that cavity bigger. And my slip. My squeeze bottle is a little not cooperating, so you can always just paint the slip on. And then again, to soften what I just did, that paintbrush and a little bit of water just does the trick. And then you have that jawline, and you can also like come in and like wiggle the teeth and have the teeth do whatever you want. There you go.